Jason Momoa's C didn't get a Season 4 because he was caught up with franchise commitments for Aquaman, the last DCEU project. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. This visually bold, binge-watch-worthy dystopian series was a heartfelt project for Momoa. Throughout its 3 seasons, this Apple TV Plus original delivered rich, tribal lore, intense action, and powerful character arcs that had a chokehold on the fans right from the start. Fans all across were disappointed when C didn't get renewed for Season 4, and now we know why. With Jason Momoa's Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, the last of Zack Snyder's DCEU, aspirations bombed hard at the box office with a 5.6 IMDb rating and took Season 4 of C along with it. The 15th and final installment of the ambitious DCEU universe was the reason we never got a 4th season for Apple TV Plus' dystopian drama, C. Momoa confirmed in a recent interview that gearing up for the production of Aquaman, along with C seemingly having run its natural course, were the reasons they didn't renew it for Season 4. When it came to the reasons for wrapping the show after 3 seasons, Momoa revealed that it was a mix of professional and creative reasons. He mentioned in the Collider interview that the decision was a bit of both. He said, Momoa in the role of Baba Voss brought his signature, emotional core, and raw energy to the series, making the journey of the character even more compelling. When the first season of C launched on Apple TV Plus in 2019, it instantly became a series with strong viewership, which followed across 3 seasons. Momoa revealed that due to his tight schedule, he had to film Seasons 2 and 3 back-to-back and was even ready to film Season 4. When it came to the reasons for wrapping the show after 3 seasons, Momoa revealed that it was a mix of professional and creative reasons. He mentioned in the Collider interview that the decision was a bit of both. He said, "This underlines the fact that studios and production houses set the precedent of what goes and what stays based on critical financial analytics, sometimes compromising on what people are looking forward to watching." With Warner Brothers resetting their strategy, and Momoa having to move on towards his franchisee duties, the door for C on Apple TV Plus closed abruptly. Could a reboot in the future bring C back? Or is Momoa destined to be Aquaman in the newly created DC universe? Let us know in the comments. However, DC's new policies redirected his primary focus towards Aquaman. He further said that despite enthusiasm and plans from the creative team, the commitments led to the discontinuation of C. DCU was building itself again under the new leadership, and Momoa's time was allocated towards different projects, leaving C without its protagonist. Jason Momoa had to sideline C Season 4 and double down on his Aquaman role. Zack Snyder seemed to be a very big fan of Rick and Morty, even summoning Dan Harmon to Warner Brothers to discuss making a film. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Although Rick and Morty has been running strong for many years now, many fans have been hoping for some kind of film from it. Some live-action attempts have been made by fans. However, they never hit as well as the series does. With its ability to turn everything into a joke and still be able to sneak in some existential dread, it is safe to say that Dan Harmon knows what to do with the series. Thankfully, the idea of a film has also crossed his mind. Rick and Morty will last 100 years. This is a fact established within and outside the series. In addition to Rick constantly declaring that the show will run for many years, the creator of the show, Dan Harmon, has also made it clear that the goal for the show is to make thousands of episodes. With this already set up, one would assume that the only problem the creators and writers would now have is making special episodes and keeping the quality consistent. However, it would seem that television isn't the only medium that the scientist and his grandson want to dominate. Harmon has set up a movie in the story's future, and it has a very big-name director attached to it. While the director has been focusing on individual projects as of late, he is best known for creating classic films like Man of Steel, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and 300. When he is not making iconic films like these, he seems to be just like the rest of us, devotedly following the lives of Morty and Rick. Not him saying, "I get to do it," or anything like that. He was totally a super fan and was just like, "Is there any way I can help get that movie started by using my Snyderness?" At the same time, the person who could be involved with the project seems more interesting than the pitch itself. In a 2023 interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Harmon revealed that he was summoned to Warner Brothers by Zack Snyder himself. While a layman would have jumped at the opportunity to have Zack Snyder working on a movie for their very successful show, Dan Harmon was wiser than that. He understood the appeal of Rick and Morty and knew that he could make his demands very high when telling the director his vision for the hypothetical film. Harmon revealed that Snyder summoned him not from a position of authority, but as a fan of the series himself. The director wanted to convince Harmon to make a film with these characters, wanting to be a part of it in some way or another. He even joked that he could jumpstart the project with his Snyder-ness. The show's creator seems committed to his jokes, even when he faces the people he is making fun of. Harmon continued the gag and mentioned that they will first release a Snyder cut of the film, then a director's cut. They will then ensure that the film is 6 hours long, with half of it in black and white. Harmon stated that the film would be coming soon, and the story he put forth was extremely interesting. A year before Snyder approached Harmon about the film, The Rick, a more well-lived episode from Season 6 directly poked fun at the Snyder cut of Justice League, joking that 8% of it was just Batman dreaming. So, the Rick and Morty movie is coming as soon as Zack Snyder gets back from his vacation, because I want to start with a Snyder cut of that movie and then I want to do the director's cut of a Snyder cut release, so we can just have a 6-hour Rick and Morty movie and 3 hours of it is in black and white. No updates have come from this since, and the creators seem to be focused on the release of the 8th season. However, seeing a 6-hour-long film featuring black and white Rick and Morty, handcrafted by Snyder himself, would be extremely interesting. James Gunn spotted his Superman in a $10 million horror flick. Now David Corenswet's taking flight with a reported $217 million box office boom. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. James Gunn's Superman debuted with $122 million domestically and an additional $95 million internationally, bringing its global opening haul to $217 million. See the numbers. That's a powerful punch for DC Studios, especially considering the film's reported $225 million budget. David Corenswet might be soaring through the skies as Superman now, but James Gunn first saw his potential while he was lurking in the shadows, quite literally. The Superman director recently revealed that he discovered Corenswet while watching T. West's 2022 indie horror Pearl, where the actor played a cryptic, slightly pompous projectionist opposite Mia Goth. Gunn shared in a candid, cinephile-driven conversation during his 30-minute guest spot on JM Video Club, via Konbini. I saw a character whose name is just the projectionist, and I went, that guy looks like he could possibly be Superman. I looked up his name on IMDb and said, can you bring this guy in? Let that sink in. A $10 million arthouse slasher, blood-soaked, psychological, and brimming with unhinged energy, helped cast the next Man of Steel.
Wow.
During the same appearance, Gunn rattled off a wildly eclectic list of favorites, from Kung Fu Hustle to Paddington 2 and even The Long Goodbye, which he called his favorite movie of all time. His deep-cut cinephilia is integral to how he casts, writes, and directs. Corenswet, who also stars in the 2024 action thriller Twisters and previously appeared in Ryan Murphy's The Politician, couldn't have picked a more contrasting role than his Pearl character. In Superman, he's taking on the burden of playing one of the most iconic and morally centered characters in cinema history, and somehow, it works.